It's King and Flake, y'all. And Shotbybuddha, yeah. I've been staying up out of the way of all of the nonsense. I've been told by all of my OGs, trust the process. I've been killing it back to back, that's why they loving the content. And no matter where I get, never changing the mindset. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die, y'all. You better be letting them know that there's levels to this. We never letting them win. I am the biggest, like who let the elephant in. You cannot kill the vibe. In fact, the vibe will always survive. You can detect the real inside. We built for the storm and we ready to ride. I am the biggest titan, suited up with the squad to back me. Tried to run when they thought they had me. Laid them flat when they tried to pass me. Lately I've been feeling like a big dog. Who would ever think I'd make it this far? I've been pulling strings like a guitar. Nah, they don't wanna see me in a football. Stream hopping on Mondays. About to get busy, better tap in. People like us need
Let me
action.
teach you how to
This ain't for the
vibe.
money, this passion. And we got the squad outside. Once they go, then we all gon' ride. Ain't talking about slipping when they say they gon' slide. It's one nation when they talking about fight. Yeah. I've been staying up out of the way of all of the nonsense. I've been told by all of my OGs, trust the process. I've been killing it back to back, that's why they loving the content. And no matter where I get, never changing the mindset. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter
Let me teach you how to
hard they try,
vibe.
the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. Yeah, I got the juice, I got the sauce. I'm making moves just like a boss. Vibe Nation got us since they going off. We showing out, and you just running your mouth. Let's talk about it, so tune in now. Started this podcast right from the ground. Battle of the sexes, bringing the crowd. We working nights and days for this. You looking for merch, we stay with it. I had to find out what patience is. And go
Let me
get my
teach you how to
meditation
vibe.
in. It's all a part of the vibe. The hunger for success is out of your mind. And I'm like a doctor, the way that I'm fixing these problems, I can't help but
Let me
shine.
teach you how to
We are the
vibe.
most influential. We will not waste our potential. Get clapped with the car 98 up on Warzone, so you better come get your issue. I get a rush off for making the move that is progressive to all the people. Facebook had partnered me, look at the artistry, they know my skill set is lethal. Yeah. I've been staying up out of the way of all of the nonsense. I've been told by all of my OGs,
Let me
trust
teach
the
you how to
process.
vibe.
I've been killing it back to back, that's why they loving the content. And no matter where I get, never changing the mindset. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. No matter how hard they try, the vibe will never die. Said it's your boy, King and Flake, yeah.
Squire, Tom England, Hendrix, Hill.
I'm honored, my fam. I'm honored as always, you dig. And as always, I'm out.
Yonko, what it do? Comedy 2 times, what up? KT2 and the GOAT, Lock Kick, number 1 2 plug in the city. Responsible Richard, Howard Nelson, Squad ATL,
Let me teach you how to
Baker,
vibe.
Nano, Ravens Joe, Cadit, 49er on. Not Cadit 49er on. Hey.
See it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay,
Who else in the building?
100% vibe. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck.
I think I done got caught up with everybody.
You gon' think on my brain with the way I make them tighten up. You be lucky with.
Let me
I think
teach
we
you how
caught
to
up with everybody.
vibe.
Jonathan Mitchell, no relation, 2 times with the multiple reactions. He said, boys and men, it's so hard to say goodbye. Man, we ain't saying goodbye, man. We listen. Let me go through the spiel. The spiel ain't changed. If you on Facebook, like, share, comment, tap in. If you on the green, don't have to be a sub to use the 50 emotes we got on the green. Picture in picture, tap in. All you got to do is follow. If you watching on the red, comment, like, share, picture in picture. And if you're watching on the purple, you can use your Amazon Prime to sub once a month for free. Any content creator, don't have to be me. Don't let Jeff Bezos stick that money back in his pocket. You already paid for it with your Amazon Prime membership. and you do picture in picture over there. So tap in. Nothing's changing. We're not going nowhere. Facebook just finally ripped a Band-Aid to say what we all knew that the resources been removed. It's kind of like this situation where like you in a relationship, she's cheated, she got a baby, it's not yours, she doesn't love you, and she finally says it like, hey, I that guy you've been seeing me with, we're together, and then that's the father of the baby. It's kind of like that. Like we been everybody just gotta appreciate the time that we did have to know that this content journey is cyclical when it comes to platforms, and the only way to survive is to make yourself, your brand, big enough on multiple platforms to survive. Cannot depend on just one. Even the biggest content creators in the world deal with this issue. We watched it with FaZe Clan. We watched it with Dr. Disrespect. We watched it with a lot of different people. I mean, you see Shannon Sharp leave ESPN. You see all these different things. These things happen. And when they do, you just have to be in position to be able to put your content wherever you want. That's why I tell y'all, watch wherever y'all like. Just don't be stuck watching where y'all ain't comfortable. If y'all comfortable watching on Facebook, watch on Facebook. If you like watching on Twitch, watch on Twitch. And that's why I lay out the benefits of each different platform. If you like watching on Kick, watch on Kick. Know the benefits of it. So if you watching me on, let's say, Facebook, and you don't have a supporter button, you should be watching on Kick, because you can use stickers. You can use emotes, up to 50 of them. You can only use 16 on Facebook. There's no ads. If you do sub, it's 95.5. It's similar to Facebook. If you watching and you rather watch on Twitch, I'd rather you do the Amazon Prime sub. It's the same to me. It's free for you, but Twitch does take 50% of all revenue. So it's one of those things where like I try to get y'all to see the benefit of each platform if you want to watch on one, or if you're a content creator and you want to make content on a different platform. New beginnings, nothing's changing for me. For me, nothing changes. I mean, for the last, what month is this? October? Since the middle of last year, no, since a year ago this time when they cut a lot of people's contracts, then I was like, nothing's changed. They just made it where you can multi-stream. And that's why I've been multi-streaming. Like at this beginning of every stream, if you go back and look at this year, I say the blue, the green, the purple, we multi-stream every day, so nothing changes for us. He said it's 2 times fault. He started coming to the streams. Facebook not dead. People that make content on Facebook, it's just gonna make it. It's just they ripped the Band-Aid off to say it's actually dead. Like we seen the dead body, they actually came and claimed it. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, we knew it wasn't support. Long as the stars and the subs and y'all can see a comment and come through the streams, we only worry that they don't say nothing one day and then one day you can't hit the live button. But then that would mean everybody that's on Facebook couldn't hit live from their phone. So I don't see them doing that. It just won't be any support at all. You kind of in the wild, wild west of things, but sometimes that ain't bad. Rent due, Suave, ATL, what up? Where am I going? I mean, Becker, you be watching on Twitch and using your Amazon Prime, so it's like you don't have to move. Like you just watch what you've been watching. Los, what's poppin', my boy? Yonko, what's been good with you, bro? Switching my page to a comedy page November 1st and push comedy. Rent due. Hey, listen, right now, I want to go back in time in a time machine. I'm going to take the body of Carter and I'm actually going to meet you to throw hands. Bro, I've been telling you to do comedy page all this year. I said, man, gaming ain't it, man. You funny. All your clips will be viral. I share it out every time I see it. Now you want to change to Rent due. Rent due comedy. Not rent due gaming. Rent due comedy that plays games. Man, I almost want to call Spack and set up a 3-round with you just for saying it. Rent due. I almost want to call Spack and set up a 3-round with you just for saying it. But nah, that's definitely the.
Let me
the
teach
sauce,
you how to vibe.
Like, it's not like your comedy stuff still can't monetize and still can't grow. Like I've been saying, like you got a better chance of doing the comedy and growing from that, and then just gaming in your spare time with it. Giants, TT, or Rams. Keith Thomas is gonna unfriend me if I switch from Titans. Even though Jeffrey Simmons is 2 million coins. So we gonna get into Madden in a minute, right now. Bill, we slow pump your brakes, man. Giants really got more because you finna get Darren Waller and Evan Ingram. I run twin tight end sets, so Giants would be perfect for me. But Keith Thomas would disown me right now. Cam is always first. Chronic fan, what up? Bezo, I'm about to keep my money. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you got Amazon Prime, you can sub to the stream or any other person that you like on Twitch once a month for free. Bezos is taking that money from you as part of his package. Like, he has NFL, he has Amazon, he has Twitch. He's integrating them all. Like, it's like when you work at a job that you can get like your car insurance half price or something. It's like one of those type of deals. TikTok lost 45 gigabyte of comedy content. You just gotta post it. Even if you gotta pay somebody to post it, you just gotta post it. And I suggest YouTube Shorts is actually bigger than TikTok right now. So like I would have mine going on YouTube first, then TikTok, then I put it on Twitter. If I was you, and the type of comedy you got the type of comedy that Caucasian people would like. Not saying like you don't, like you do it in a very like damn near Charleston white way. You know what I'm saying? So people would definitely gravitate to your comedy. Keith said, do what you want. Bro, I don't trust that. I done heard somebody say that before and that they got their hand on the pole. Now say he just signed up. Ken, why you smoking on the pack? Vibing, been fixing your life. What was wrong with your life in the beginning for you to have to fix it, Junko? I'm glad you fixing it though. Wheel, for real, what up? Yeah, Jaguars is putting belt out there. I'm happy for y'all in the coast. I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook. I had made a post. People was engaging with it pretty tough about which one you believe in more, the Jags or the Colts. And a lot of people said both. I think they're both playoff teams. Write up a game plan. Look, you don't even need a game plan. Morning, noon, and night, post some of your comedy clips. When you bored and you got time, just go back through and turn them into shorts. A little trick that I got, take videos and send them to your phone. Once you get about 20, 30 videos on your phone when you're laying there bored at night, sometimes you just make clips. Jimmy Neutron say stay frequent. Bro, I stream damn near every day on multiple platforms. And I post like my sports content 2-3 times a day. So I'm about as consistent and frequent as they come. Love that Moon jersey in the back. Oh yeah. Like the Oilers is where I started liking the Titans from, and then when they came, it's like, bro, this is a no-brainer.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Cliffy, all good for comedy. Multiple brand names. I think that I do too, because when people looking you up, like Hustle Cartel Gaming does music and comedy and skits. It's just Hustle Cartel. You never have to look for Taki Willis. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably saying his name wrong, and I be saying it, and sometimes he be laughing. I'm like, bro, I don't know how to say your name. I'm from Alabama. English is almost like a second language for me because I speak it so bad. People in your comments about Facebook dead, delusion for real, on Life Alert. What you mean? He said, what you mean by FBG Flyboy game? Facebook gaming. Facebook. I'm 42 years old. You'll never hear me say the word gang. If you hear me say the word gang, I'll go to your nearest cliff and jump off head first. Got jammed up with some of my boys and lost it all. Yunko, hop in the Discord one day when you feel like talking, we can rap. Tonight, any night, whatever night you feel like having this conversation, hop in. Let me find out I was joking all that time and was dead ass, and he was dead ass home. But it's a safe space though, Yunko, for sure. Said posting 3 times a day. Do you look at my page, Jimmy Neutron? Probably not. But I ain't tripping on it because like you probably don't get notifications. Like I make sports posts like 2-3 times. Like I at least make 2 sports posts a day or lifestyle posts on top of going live on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch every day. So it's like technically, yeah, I'm posting three times, and then if I put a reel up or I put up a VOD from Shop Talk, then it's more than that. Birmingham opens first free school grocery store at Huffman Middle School. You know, it's a liquor store in the parking lot of Huffman High School. And it used to be a little bar there that had illegal gambling machines in the back. That's hey, East Side ain't nothing to play with. Y'all know my Mondays when I used to have a truck route. My Mondays used to be East Side Birmingham, and people used to be scared to ride with me. I get the edge of the Colts. If I had to pick a team, I would trust more. Jags has got more like spicy talent. Colts is just more solid because they got the O-line. Jonathan Taylor then led the league in rushing before. He's playing good. But then again, ETN is at the top of the league in rushing too. They got a lot of good draft picks over there. Obviously, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, they got a lot of stars over there too. And they got a $276 million quarterback. But I told y'all in the offseason, I said Daniel Jones and Mac Jones was the two quarterbacks that was the best value to get on teams. And Daniel Jones has the same skill set as Anthony Richardson. Only thing is happening is Daniel Jones is playing like they wanted Anthony Richardson to play. Because you got a run game. You drafted the best tight end in the draft with a gut. Like, think about it. Take an NFL leading back, take the best tight end in the draft, and then put him with one of the best offensive lines. And Daniel Jones, they playing to his skill set, which is like play action, bootleg. Daniel Jones has played with Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, and Saquon Barkley. Like, this dude has played like all world running backs that he plays with. You know what I'm saying? From TJ Hawkinson at tight end to like, bro, he's had guys. You know what I'm saying? So they got Charvarius Ward, DeForest Buckner, Zaire Franklin. Like, the Colts got talent. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jags edged the Colts out if they played. Like, it's just gonna come down to who can stay consistent the rest of the year. I think the Colts is built for it longer because they're run first. But then again, Cohen, the way he coaches, he came from the Buccaneers. He's the one that put the Buccaneers offense together. So it's like they're gonna be balanced. Is that Colts defense ain't close to y'all's? I beg to differ. I think that the Colts front seven have been able to stop. Like, the Colts defense have been able to stop whoever they want. And this been, I mean, the Colts been beating teams. The Colts was winning games with Joe Flacco and Gardner Minshew with their defense. I just don't think you can run on DeForest Buckner and Zaire Franklin. But like I said, the Jags defense is. The Jags have like more sexy, athletic looking talent. The Colts is more of that plain Jane vanilla. But I mean, I wouldn't pick either team head up. I just want to see which one of y'all stay healthy and stay consistent. Because I mean, injuries have pretty much dominated this NFL season. Rent Dude Gaming can still be the comedic name, whichever one you want to do. When I first saw that clip, Rent, I died. I was like, he bold. Yeah, Rent Dude's clips are very, 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 very bold. Michael B was popping. From Chirac? No, I don't know nothing about. My great grandmother lived in Chicago. I don't know nothing about. I ain't got nothing to do with no Chicago at all. Young Cole for sure. Comedy, real deal comedy. Published Chicken is a 10. Duh. Liquor store been there for 30 years by Huffman High School. Michael B. I had my day one. My Monday used to be from Trustville, Centerpoint, all the way to 41st Street.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
I was in the hood for 12 hours on Mondays. That food giant that the dude got stabbed to death, that was my stop. I had to pick up the chef coats after the people got killed in there. Like, I had everything from the Trustville section of Centerpoint all the way down to 41st Street. So you know Birmingham, Michael B. So you already know like how my whole entire Monday was. People would be scared to get on the truck. Florida Supermarket Pick Willie. Florida Nightclub is the Wally World Mart. Oh no. You graduated from Huffman, so you know that whole section of town. Big Jeff. Man, Jeffrey Simmons is 2 million coin. No. If he would be like a million, I could have probably swung, but $2 million, bro, for 78 speed D tackle, bro. Get out of here. Birmingham in charge and Lavastavia Hills lead Jefferson County car break-ins. Wow. How do I feel about Jackson Dart? I hope they don't ruin him. I mean, his first game, there's like, oh, Jackson Dart playing so good. Like, he ran the ball 10 times and he had 100 yards passing. They're going to get him killed. And no Malik Neighbors. I almost would say like it was a kind of a mistake to throw him out there. It was like a lightning bolt for one game. Probably should have let Russell Wilson play half the season. Because you put him out there, and if he get hurt and Malik Neighbors is already done and they start trading pieces, like, please, New York Giants, if y'all want to trade Kayvon Thibodeau to the Titans, we need edge pressure. All our edge rushers are old. So, you know what I'm saying? If the Giants like continue to lose games and start trading people off and trying to, they damn near need to shut Jackson Dart down. Because if they go on like a losing streak and have another losing season, I don't even know if they keep Dabo to stay there and work with Jackson Dart. I always like this skill set. I said like between Cam Ward, Shador, Jackson Dart, and Fringe Milroe, like those was your best quarterbacks coming out. And I said that those quarterbacks in this draft was better than the quarterbacks coming up in this year's draft. People argue until they now realize I was right. But I mean, at the end of the day, like the Giants did good. You got Abdul Carter and you got Jackson Dart. You just don't want to get Dart killed in a season that don't mean nothing. Malik Neighbors is already out. You know what I'm saying? Like it might have been best to just let Russ play a whole half a season, or even Jameis Winston. Because if you get Jackson Dart hurt, running him too much because the offense don't have the talent right now, then it's like a step back. And then if you fire Dabo because the Giants gonna pick in the top 5 next year, then what do you do? Yeah, Waller is a goon. You should have been though. Waller got like 3 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. You knew he was getting a card. Yes, Michael, that was a tough bro. None of the managers would ride it with me. I had that Monday, right? And at 41st Street, right there by that steel, by like that. They was building post office pies. John was building post office pies. They had just put saws. They had all that, and I had that right there. That was the end of my Monday. My Wednesday, I was off Tuesday. My Wednesday, Thursday was downtown, south side, north side. I had everything from the furnace to BJCC, FBI building. I had the whole south side and north side, Wednesday and Thursday. People would not ride with me. People would not ride with me, bro. Like, my only day people would ride was my Friday. Helena, Hoover, Alabaster. No, Helena, Hoover, Pelham, Bluff Park, Shades Crest. That's my Friday was cake. You know what I'm saying? It ended on Highway 150. So like people don't mind riding Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, nobody getting in the truck. 5 years, nobody rode in the truck with me. 1.3 on PlayStation, 1.7, 1.8 on Xbox. I'm scared. Please close the closet. Nah, ain't nothing coming to get you. You start living right. Chronic fan. He said, mind your business. But a question was asked. I just answered the question. Scatterboy already got CTE. See, he running so tough, but in this league, running like that, you're going to injure yourself. It's on YouTube. Okay, for sure. Giants better fire Dabo if they want Dark to progress well. I don't think Dabo is a bad coach. I just think he hasn't had talent. When you don't have talent, you start looking bad and having to do wild stuff. Like, as bad as Callahan has mismanaged the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, bro, like, think about it. Broncos, Rams, Colts, Texans, Cardinals. First 5 weeks, like, when did the Titans get a game that Vegas would favor us in? Like, you outman every week. You start doing wild shit. If you the Giants and Malik Neighbors go out, Jalen Hyatt and Shepard is gonna get it. Next man up. You said round 1. Buddha got the aliens in the closet. How you know we ain't the aliens? Man, y'all don't want to go in the rabbit hole with me. KT2, what up, the GOAT? They're not Giants fans, so bypass their questions. When a content creator overlooks the comments in his chat, he's failing as a content creator. It's my job to engage. If y'all look at my post when people say crazy stuff to me on my post now, I just tell them to have a blessed day. I don't even argue back with them, but I still engage them. D says spooky season. I don't believe in Dabo. I'm sorry. The AI, not the alien. I'm being serious though. Like, I don't necessarily think Dave. I don't think Dabo is a bad coach. I just think like when you the Giants front office and you give Daniel Jones all that money and wind up losing Saquon Barkley and then Xavier McKinney, and just go down the line. The Giants, the Titans, the Jets, the Browns. What do y'all know about these same teams? These same teams make the Raiders, like these same teams make the same bad decisions. Meanwhile, all the teams that leave our teams, like Saquon left and went to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones got picked up by the team he beat the year before in the playoffs, and now he's on the Colts. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be living their best life when they get off those teams. Look at Sam Donald and after he left the Jets. Geno Smith career went back up. Look at Aaron Rodgers. He's finding his third win on the Steelers after he left the Jets. Like, sometimes you leave these franchises. Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham got a Super Bowl. Like, when players get off of these teams that mismanage rosters and have high turnover, because the question is, if you get rid of Dabo, who's your next coach? I'm batting my eyes. You get rid of Dabo, who's your next coach? That's my question. People don't understand how important talent, man. But the talent was good, my boy. Lyle, like, talent goes from, all right, case in point, my Titans post where people arguing about Nick Westbrook or Kenne, and they saying, oh, he's got 4 catches for 26 yards. Well, he's playing behind Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And they now got
Let me teach you how to
Devin
vibe.
Akane. What's the running back from Oklahoma State? And they got Darren Waller's resurgence. Is he supposed to be on the field? And like, who you taking off the field to put Nick Westbrook out there? You see what I'm saying? But on the Titans, Nick Westbrook had 9 touchdowns and 500 yards on 32 catches last year. So he's a red zone threat, big physical target that's a run blocker that plays special teams. What do the Tennessee Titans need? They lead the league in drops. They lead the league in penalties. They mismanage the clock. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you spent money on Van Jefferson. You spent $4 million on Tyler Lockett. You probably should have just kept Nick Westbrook. Every time you draft somebody that's an overachiever, a glue guy, or somebody that's talented, you let them go. You see what I'm saying? So like, I don't see how Will Levis can get better if Derrick Henry leaves. I don't see how Brian Callahan, being a first-time head coach and a first-time play caller as a head coach, calling plays with a young quarterback without Derrick Henry on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you get better. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't. Does the offensive line look better when you take Derrick Henry out of the lineup? You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how the wide receiver core has looked since you took AJ Brown out of the lineup. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't continue to just take good players out and take good players out. Take out Ernest Jones, how the linebackers look. You know what I'm saying? Like, take out Harold Landry, now we can't get nowhere near the quarterback. Like, if you keep pulling out good players and you never paid it, you got rid of John O. Smith. Chig and Gunnar Helms, the first bright lights we've seen at tight end since then. Like, the talent matters when you don't stack the talent. You got to have good drafts and you got to stack talent to where your 5th or 6th wide receiver is somebody that can contribute, that is a solid player that knows their role. It's called depth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of teams don't understand it. Like, bad teams are always looking for the next star when they should just say, let's just stack 5 really decent guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that production will even itself out if I have 5 really good guys. Like, you're going to be swinging for the fences trying to get a superstar, that one guy for forever. Then when they do get him, Malik Neighbors, he gets hurt. Then how do the Giants look? You know what I'm saying? It's like you swinging for the fences for one guy when you really should just be stacking talent. Mad Titan, what's good, my boy? Those teams can't manage any decent quarterback in my eyes. Teams can't. They can't. The bad teams are looking for a superstar quarterback to rise above a bad offensive line, a bad offensive scheme, a 2 or 3 years of bad draft and personnel mismanagement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think one quarterback is gonna come in and change that? A bridge coach? That's not a good answer though. I just asked you who you gonna replace Daboll with legitimately, and you can't give me an answer. We've been sitting here 5 or 10 minutes. If you fire Brian Callahan, see, I know the answer. If you fire Brian Callahan right now, either you gonna put interim Mike McCoy to the end of the season, or you're gonna hire Mike McCarthy. If not, you're gonna wait to the end of the season. You're gonna interview Joe Brady. You're gonna interview Cliff Kingsbury. You're gonna interview Brian Flores after the playoffs. And then if you don't get him, then what are you gonna do if somebody else picked up Mike McCarthy? John Gruden legally can't even be a coach. My team, they're not my team, so I could care less. I just don't believe. But I'm saying we having a conversation though, like all these teams I make post about are not my team, but we just having a football conversation to say, logically, if you're gonna fire somebody, you have to have a better replacement. Like, that's like a person that walk off their job and quit, but they don't have a better job lined up. He's like, damn, you probably shouldn't have quit. You probably say that job wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Till you find out the one that you want. I'm just saying you have to have talent. It's not always coaches, and talent has to produce. That's true. And the thing about it is, like, a coach can't go out there and make them execute. But dude, you do have, like, that's Nick Saban had the cheat code at Alabama. He had so much talent. The execution was Damian Harris got in trouble one day, and Josh Jacobs started for him in the Tennessee game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, Mark Ingram, look over and it's Trent, and then look over and it's Derrick Henry, and you look over and it's Kamara. It's like, bro, I got 55 5-stars behind you. You better produce. You better execute. If you don't, I'm gonna put another 5-star in. But it's not like that in the NFL. Said plenty of talent. It's definitely coaching. But I think so. The coach can only do so much. If the front office and the coach ain't aligned to get them the right talent, you could be the best coach in the world if you ain't got the talent that fit the scheme that makes sense. NC boy, what up? Man, Nick Saban is not leaving ESPN. J.K. Dobbins is a nice budget running back. B. Walker, what it do, player? NFL teams won't stack talent. Once they do, they overpay to keep them. In the Titans case, it's the opposite. They don't pay them and they walk. So you don't trade them and get a draft pick back. Like, bro, just look at the Titans. They couldn't wait a few weeks to get compensatory picks for Mike Vrabel. They're so mad about the end of the year meeting that they fired him. Missed out on compensatory picks. Every time we have somebody come up, they don't extend them. If you just extend them and then trade them, you get draft picks back. You know what I'm saying? Like, letting them walk playing hardball, you be the Dallas Cowboys. You play hardball with Dak. You play hardball with Zeke. You play hardball with CeeDee Lamb. You play hardball with Parsons. Then at the end of the day, like, your talent wind up leaving for less than what you could get for them. That's the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry walked.
Let me teach you how
You know
to
what I'm saying?
vibe.
Like all these situations, like AJ Brown, you got Traylon Burks and Malik Willis back. Worst trade in NFL history, bro. Like, at least in franchise history, that's the worst trade. But you just start looking at the good teams re-sign their talent, and then once they got them replaced, they trade them off. The Eagles is like the #1 team at doing this. The 49ers is really good at it too. Like, the Eagles paid Devontae Smith and AJ Brown early. So, like, they deals looked big when they got them, right? They got their 80, they got their 100 million. But then when you seen CeeDee Lamb and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and all them getting 35 million plus, you like, Eagles making out like a bandit getting AJ Brown for 25 million. Rich, I think 2 times will be on your neck. The CPU grind getting this pass done today. Why y'all so scared? Y'all ain't living right. Y'all need to start praying, because y'all so scared of my door being cracked. It's a closet. I got hoodies over there. A hoodie gonna jump out and get y'all? Titans don't walk, they run away from Nashville. I want to be traded. John Lynch, he good at compensatory picks in the draft. I mean, think about it. The Niners got Mac Jones. I said, man, Daniel Jones and Mac Jones was the best value QBs in the offseason, right? Y'all remember me saying that? I said, when I seen them making the moves, I said, okay, they about to pay Purdy. I said, Debo gonna go first. I thought they might even trade McCaffrey. You see what I'm saying? But they got rid of Jordan Mason. Then they wind up getting Brian Robinson. Then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you start to see these moves. Watch, they finna, like these young tight ends they got playing pretty good. They gonna execute them. They let Charvarius Ward go. They let Talanoa Hufanga go. They let Greenlaw go. They had been let Azeez Al-Shaair go. Like they let Chase Young go. They start letting, then they let Chase Young go. Then they get Buddy from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like they had got Hargraves from the Eagles when the Eagles got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. They let Fletcher Cox and Hargraves go. Like these teams are smart. Like Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, boom. Bradbury and Slade lead the 2 years. It's like they let the Eagles let CD Deuce go and Kevin Byard. Then they bring in Makuba in the draft. Like, but they replacing these talents when they finally let go of somebody. They replacing them with first and second rounders. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what the good teams is doing. So the 49ers had Brown. They had I can't say his name, Lennar. But it's like they have people already set up in their place that played for a year. There was a high draft pick. Let them play special teams and spell. Then boom, they ready to go. 49ers had the dude from Wake Forest, the safety, the hard hitter. Boom, okay, we can let Hufanga go. Like that's what the smart teams do. They stockpile talent, and then you like, what they gonna do with this one? Boom, they getting picks back. Them 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th round picks turn into something. Titans head coach pushing for first win. Brian Callahan, Vincent Rivers to God. Brian Callahan can only save his job by beating the Raiders and then coming home and beating Mike Vrabel. If he loses to the Raiders and Mike Vrabel, he is not making it past Mike Vrabel. Do you need 4 crystals? Nah, you just need the same 3. The other ones give you different benefits. Only us potheads thinking about that closet. Watch too many scary movies. Shotbybuddha don't like scary movies. I grew up in
Let me
low
teach you how
income
to
areas.
vibe.
I don't need to see anything scary past my life. I actually lived during the crack epidemic. I don't need to see nothing different than that. Oh, he gone. Cause I mean, like I could with Pearsall playing good, I could see Ayuk being gone too. Cause Jawan Jennings, I see the Niners like drafting. Kyle Shanahan gonna find a way to make an offense look straight. Like even the Niners, y'all made a mistake with the whole Trey Lance deal. Trey Lance to Garoppolo was supposed to be like Patrick Mahomes to Alex Smith. It didn't work. 49ers say, oh, we made a mistake. Y'all sent them to the Cowboys. Oh my goodness, man. They plug and play. Next man, but it's not just next man up, it's the next man up of a good draft pick. Like you replacing Chase Young with a first round draft pick. Like it's rare that the 49ers is gonna pick in the top 12 or 13 like they did this past year, and they spent it on one of the best edge rushers in the draft. So it's like, who cares if like he's playing opposite of Bosa? Like how hard could it be? You know what I'm saying? Like you like, hey bro, you a first round draft pick and Nick Bosa on the other side, you're straight. Like Myles Garrett, JJ Watt, there's some people like that's in the league, bro. You a first round talent and you opposite of Cuz, you get ones all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, just win your one, cuz Eagles get rid of them a year early rather than have too late. Maximize the fact. Chavez, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at all the moves they made. They got rid of Bradbury. Boom, here come DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. They took 2 of the best corners in the same draft. Moved Cooper DeJean to the slot. Boom, then they win the Super Bowl, let Big Play Slay go to the Eagles, bring in Adoree Jackson, who was a first round pick from the Tennessee Titans that we let go to the Giants for absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's just, like this cycle continues. Then they get rid of their safeties and they bring in Makuba and play him opposite of Blank. Like, bro, it just makes sense. Like, think about it. They had Nolan Smith, They had they brought in Zach Bond, paid Zach Bond, got Jahad Campbell. What's the other linebacker that had the peck issue from Georgia? I can't think of his name, but man, got like 7, bro. And you gotta think like they had Sweat, they had damn, what's the edge that they sent to the Jets and he ain't even play on the Jets? Like the Eagles had like 55, like that, bro. Yeah, Fletcher Cox, Hargraves, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, all these people in the last like 2 years. Look at all this talent they didn't have. It's like it's just a cycle because like I can put Adoree Jackson at weak side corner. You know what I'm saying? Because I got two young studs over here, and then Khalid Ringo, if he just play, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's when it's like, but you gotta think about what these guys was coming into the league. These is high draft picks that got time to learn, and then by the time it's their time, like the Chiefs do it too. They next man up and just playing ball, plug and play is different. Jags is the new Lions. Jags just got a better coach. They don't got Urban Meyer finger popping in the club after the game. Broncos all right now, stockpile rookie contracts in the stand. Broncos best thing they ever did was trade Russell Wilson and pay him to play in Pittsburgh that 1 year. It worked for both teams. Pittsburgh got a solid quarterback to get into the playoffs, and then they fumbled their VR. Let's not even have this discussion again. But then the Broncos said no Judy, no Simmons. Like, bro, they got rid of all their stars, and then everybody questioned their moves, and then they drafted a bunch of young talent to take over. Mims and Cortland Sutton and Franklin, and bringing in Evan Ingram, bringing Talanoa Hufanga, Greenlaw. I don't even think it's really made an impact. Of Benito, all them young guys they got. It's like now you Surtain, like you got a team full of young dogs, and then by the time somebody gets there, it's either you're gonna pay them, and then you still got the option to trade. Just don't let them walk for nothing like the Tennessee Titans. Eagles drafted Hurts while they still had Wentz. How many? And they got double, bro. That was the best in the modern era of football. I don't think there's a better trade than what the Eagles did with Wentz. They had drafted Jalen Hurts. They sent Wentz to the Colts, and if he paid 75% of his games, they got an extra draft pick. Then they sent that extra draft pick to the Saints, and the Saints drafted Olave. Then you seen the Eagles draft like 5 gazillion first and second and third round players in a matter of a few years. You know what I'm saying? Like even that Kelsey was retiring, you still had Jurgensen and Landon Dickerson and like all these linemen that they was drafting. Madden tournaments, they still legendary. Yeah, see, EJ, you got to understand. I did the college purgatory tournament on Kick. We had like 100 CCV on Kick and like 20-30 people on Twitch. I didn't even stream the first opening tournament on Facebook. Y'all just gotta follow my moves, man. I'll be trying to tell y'all I'll be ahead of the curve. N'Kobe Dean, that's who it was. Hassan Reddick was the one that they traded to the Jets that didn't even play. But they still had like Nolan Smith and still had Sweat and still had Zach Bond. Like they still had all these people. Like they're overloaded with talent to the point they're like, man, we got 2 or 3 people that can play this position. Let's slide. Some teams don't know how to manage that. Brock Bowers, man, Brock Bowers is not leaving the Raiders. No Chubb, Judy, moving on Russ. They got 30 million spending to re-sign our key guys. Injuries ain't an excuse. Most of all having fun. The 49ers is the definition of that. And who was them people that was arguing with me when I told y'all the 49ers was the organization I believe would figure it out? No, man, this person heard, and I said the 49ers is the organization that'll figure it out. Because Kyle Shanahan offense is like, they start putting McCaffrey in the slot, running him in circles, twin tight ends. You ain't know Brian Robinson coming in, like you don't know who getting the ball. Boom, then Kendrick Bourne come back in and he didn't play there before, and then Kendrick Bourne go crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like he know how to scheme people open. Like you can't get to Mac Jones because he got 2 big tight ends and then he got 2 running backs out there running around. And they dink and dunk you to death till they hit you with a 20-yard in route. The 49ers is the one team that could kill you with a 20-yard route. somebody was trying to say, yeah, and there was a cover 3 Sky, and I was telling him I believe. Jose, what up? I was telling him I believe in Shanahan, and they was playing use check at tight end, but I was doing all kind of stuff. But bad teams wouldn't be able to figure that out. A coach like Shanahan knows what he's doing. He has a game plan. But I told y'all preseason that Mac Jones and Daniel Jones was the 2 quarterbacks that was like steals. The 49ers got Mac Jones for $5 million, and the Colts got Daniel Jones for $14 million. Like, that's like a piss in the bucket. The Raiders got Geno Smith 2 years, 75. Who won that trade? Sam Darnold goes to the Seahawks for a third of that, and they draft Milroe. You see what I'm saying? Like, some teams make better moves. Y'all can pay 2 years, 75 for Geno. We'll take Sam Darnold, put him on a 3-year deal with no guaranteed money past a year and a half, and then draft Milroe. You see what I'm saying? Like, certain teams just like make smarter moves. Like the Vikings, I don't know what they was thinking. Like, you finally got out from under that Kirk Cousins contract. You got Sam Darnold on a 14-win season. You got Daniel Jones, who beat y'all in the playoffs the year before. And then you got JJ McCarthy, a first-round pick. You let everybody go and JJ McCarthy get hurt. Insert Carson Wentz. Yo, come on, man. That's what I mean by like mistakes, like things that the teams just not being smart. You know what I'm saying? That's when it ain't the coach, it's the front office. Now, Kevin O'Connell is a great coach. If the Vikings want to let go of him, we'll take him in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude made Josh Dobbs look good. He made Kirk Cousins look superstar. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Fame level. Sam Darnold wins 14 games with him, and he's over there winning games overseas with Carson Wentz. So it's like, he's coaching despite the moves that they making. That's what I'm saying. Use check was everywhere. Prayers for you. What's wrong, Stat? Man, that hoodie is not gonna get you, bro. Start praying. Live your life right. Convict, what up? Bro, I'd be like, stop me when I'm wrong, though. Stop me when I'm wrong, though, bro. I be on it. Pause. Kendrick Cole, Yo Cap, DB, Lil D, Imani, Clarence. I had to go back. I missed a couple reactions to the stream. I was on, you know what I'm saying? I was like, think about it. Even though the Chiefs lost, Andy Reid with Worthy being hurt, with Hollywood Brown being Hollywood Brown, you know what I'm saying? And then Rashee Rice not playing. They're running the offense through Juju Smith-Schuster and Tyquan Thornton. Like, bro, like the Chiefs will figure it out. They'll put dollar store people in and make them look good. So like the Chiefs will figure it out. The Ravens, no, like Lamar ain't out there to do backflips. Like, the Ravens in trouble. Lamar ain't out there to do backflips. Right? Ravens in trouble. He said, "Pass you the blunt." You think you think hitting the blunt is gonna help you from not being scared of a hoodie in my closet? Hap, what it do? My dog Ghost in the building. What's good, Ghost? How's life in the PH? How's life in the PH?
Let me teach you how to
Man,
vibe.
this Jeffrey Simmons is up to like 2 million plus. I can't do it. How you feel about the Cowboys after Micah? Look like y'all about to go into a rebuild. like I said y'all would on Rich Podcast before the season start. I said preseason the Cowboys should trade Micah Parsons pre-draft. Because y'all done spent too much money. You can't have like the highest paid edge, the highest paid receiver, the highest paid quarterback. And then Dak Prescott is playing out of his mind this year, but it's gonna be to no avail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I legitimately could see Dak Prescott having the best year he's ever had in his career, and the Cowboys still not being a better team than the Eagles and the Commanders right now. So Joe Milton is there. Eat some contract, deal Dak, load up. And Dak, it ain't even Dak's fault. You know what I'm saying? But it's time to rebuild for the Cowboys and load up. Cowboys got to get back. I mean, Javonte Williams is having a good year, and then Blue hasn't even really been able to make that impact yet. But you want Thibodeau, but what y'all doing with Simmons? That's two different positions. You got to think like he doing this with Tavondre Sweat on IR. Tavondre Sweat come back in 2 weeks. By that time in the trade deadline, then we could get rid of the Draymond Jones. Draymond Jones gotta go. Arden Key still play. He just ain't an every down player. Put Thibodeau out there with Femi Oladejo, T Sweat, and Jeffrey Simmons. I'm feeling good. It's time for y'all to shut it down 2 times. You know it. Don't get Jackson Dart hurt because Neighbors is already gone for the season. Being great, to be honest. That's what's up, my boy. What you been on? Man, family been the girls dancing. My youngest just got a fish, so it's like her responsibility to feed and taking care of this fish. And just daddy life. You feel me? Got work later. Okay, for sure, man. I definitely tap in with you soon. Yeah, Javonte, bro. I knew Javonte was gonna ball on the Cowboys because, like, he if he's healthy, like he was a good running back for the Broncos. I know Sean Payton is looking for that receiving type of back, and they was able to get J.K. Dobbins though and do a little swap out. But Javonte to the Cowboys, I thought was a steal. But then you let Rico Dowdle go and draft Blue. They got to find a way to let Blue be dynamic. Miles Sanders needs to get out of the way. He hasn't. Like, Dak been asked to go out there ever since Ezekiel Elliott was kind of out of there. They've been asking Dak to go for 300-400 yards a game just because they paid him, and that's not how the Cowboys have ever won. The Cowboys won with Emmitt Smith. The Cowboys won when they've been able to run the ball. DeMarco Murray, those days, like Zeke's days when they had that big, huge offensive line with Zach Martin and all them. Cowboys got to get back to like physically running the ball, tight ends, and letting those playmakers make plays. Sanborn in the DC. But I mean, you can't really say that though. Like, Micah Parsons is special. Cowboy fans, I know it hurts, but take Myles Garrett off the Browns. Take J.J. Watt off the Steelers. Like, how do you game plan to change your defense around to think that you're gonna go out and pitch shutouts? You got to play ball control. The Cowboys be trying to play make like you got to run the ball and play a clock control game if you're not able to get out. Week 1, y'all couldn't even breathe on the backfield of the Eagles. Then you're gonna have to start selling out and putting your corners on the island. Then people gonna be complaining y'all got good corners. It's just you can't put them on the island all game. Then you finally get George Pickens to play opposite of CD, and then CD get hurt. 3 chickens on taking care of them. My daughter got some do courting her now. She an English teacher. Wow, we getting old. Man, see, that's why I didn't want a cat or a dog. Like a fish, I can help take care of. I clean the tank, change the filters out once a month. We good. A dog or a cat, some chickens, a goat or something. Oh no. Dick Clayton, how I feel not getting enough praise. Look at our line play and the running game effectively despite the injury. Yep. He's on 90% of the time, bro. He killing us with those 2-man corners. He doing it because y'all can't get after the QB. Like, you got to understand, like, if you can't pressure the QB, you got to make people work their way up the field, and you got to force people into turnovers. But that's a hard way to play football because y'all in the division with the Commanders and the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all playing against good offenses. It's not easy to do when you play a good offense or just sitting back in zone hoping somebody make a mistake. That's Madden defense. That's my Madden defense. 20-20, make them work and then bow up in the red zone. Good special teams, but hey, appreciate the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all special teams coordinators in Nashville and Tennessee Titans leading the league in all-purpose yards because Chimere DK is guy with Bones Fossil. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, appreciate the Cowboys, man. Shout out to y'all. 3 chickens been getting free eggs now every day. 2 dogs, 2 little birds. Yeah, again, oh, for sure. Hey, look, them eggs is getting them free eggs is dun, 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 and they cage free. You know where your eggs coming from. We didn't really get to go into it yesterday because I had went straight into the gameplay. Joe Flacco from the Browns backup to the Bengals, and he's starting this coming week. I ain't never seen a more dysfunctional dumpster fire in all my life than the Cleveland Browns run Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham out of Cleveland, paid $250 million for a quarterback coming off of a sex scandal, to have Joe Flacco come in and get to the playoffs, to trade for Kenny Pickett, who was a first-round draft pick of the Steelers that was sent to the Eagles when they brought Justin Fields in, to get Kenny Pickett back in Cleveland, to re-sign Joe Flacco, to have 2 veteran quarterbacks on your team, to draft 2 quarterbacks in the same draft, trade Kenny Pickett, and now trade Joe Flacco in a game where you're playing overseas and you're sending your rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel to play against the Vikings, probably one of the top 3 to 5 blitzing teams in the NFL, to play overseas with a bunch of backups, to lose a game at the last minute, to come back to trade Joe Flacco in division, to have Dylan Gabriel and now Bailey Zapp and Shedeur Sanders, and then Deshaun Watson is like still rehabbing. I have no clue what Cleveland is doing. If Joe Flacco come back and burn them on the Bengals, I am going to cry, bro. All right, I'm back. He said MuT later. Yeah, I got to get on and start messing with the TT. Deshaun Hill say, I don't know nothing. Thank you. Have a blessed night. He said, gotta take a nap before work. Been good seeing. Oh, for sure, Ghost. We'll definitely tap in, man. Check on the fan. Alvin Kamara and Trey Hendricks before trade deadline. I can see it. They need both teams to keep losing for a fire sale. Hey, Deshaun, I'm praying for you, bro. Still not the backup. Now think about it, Hendricks. When I said they should just go ahead and trade him back when they still had Flacco, like that would have made more sense. Then people are like, no, you shouldn't try. Like, bro, okay, if that's the case, like, why did the Cowboys trade for Joe Milton? Teams trade for QBs that they evaluated during the draft process. They wind up not coming to them, that they made different decisions. You get them cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused. E2, tighten up. What's good, my boy? He said, I got 50-50 Jags. Q, what's good, my boy? If Trey Hendricks hit the trade block, Niners better go get him. I kind of was like looking at him when the Titans was looking at edges, but I'm like, Trey Hendricks is old. He would be good on the Niners because the Niners trying to win right now. But Titans, I want them to get guys that's like 24 to 28 that they could get a long 3-4 year run to really build. Say we do trade Tibbs, you're not getting the first round for Tibbs. Kayvon Thibodeau, like if y'all trade him right now, we might get y'all like. He's not under contract, is he? He's not under no big deal. We give y'all a fourth. We give y'all a fourth. We send y'all Draymond Jones in the fourth. Y'all ain't got no leverage right now. We give y'all Draymond Jones in the fourth. Oh no, Jags pretty much done. Did you got Giants or Raiders? You know it's wild. There are 3 teams that average 30+ points a game. Name them. Hendricks, chill. Hey, I'm a block you. We need Thibodeau. We need ask MuT and the Giant fans in the chat. I've been asking for Thibodeau all season. Like before the season started, I said, come on, man. Y'all got Brian Burns. Y'all got Abdul Carter. You got Dexter Lawrence. Y'all got too many. Just gonna send us Kayvon. He would be perfect outside, opposite of him, next to T Sweat. But I do got something to say though. T Sweat come back off IR and Jeff been playing the way he playing with backups. If T Sweat don't come back and move the pile, I could see Bergonzi trading T Sweat the way he did Brownlee. That's exactly they trade in Dallas and missed out and draft and missed the 30 visit and they go get him. Exactly. I don't see why people don't see that teams do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like teams will, like you don't think the Cowboys when they traded for Trey Lance didn't evaluate him when he came out? You know what I'm saying? Like teams go pick up QBs that they evaluated. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how that works. I don't get how that isn't a thing where people don't realize like there's a player that was drafted in the 5th or 6th round or 7th round or 4th round that the team missed on that the next season they say, look, we'll give up a pick swap to take that player.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Y'all need him. We don't care what y'all need. Giants is cracked. I mean, you got Evan Ingram and I might do Giants just for the Evan Ingram and Darren Waller. You know, I run twin tight end offense anyways. I got Titans, but Titans translates to Seahawks, and then I got enough Raiders from when I had Raiders that I could go Raiders, and I got enough Giants. Like I got Evan Ingram, Isaiah Simmons. I got a couple of Giants like already there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I won't be able to get Lawrence Taylor, but it won't really even matter. Why we don't? We both got the same record. Y'all got like 3 or 4 edge rushers though. We ain't got none. That's why 2 times. You said Giants can send him, but I know they wouldn't send him within division. No, they're not. They already made that mistake. They sent Saquon Barkley to the Eagles, and he had a Hall of Fame year last year. Like, can you think of a running back year better than Saquon on the Eagles last year? 2,000 yards, went crazy, a bunch of walk-off touchdowns, and won a Super Bowl, and beat your division rival. Sheesh. Cowboys, Lions, Indy. Makes sense. Cool. That's what I'm saying. Mingo, when y'all got him off the who y'all got him off the Panthers? I liked him coming out of college though for the Titans. Bowers get all teams. I know he get all teams, but Evan Ingram is like 90K coin and Darren Waller's cheap. And they like both of them be 88 speed. But like I said, I run twin tight ends, so that's a lot. I audible around to it, so I'll be needing 2 good tight ends. Coop was popping. You think Puka breaks the record? Why wouldn't he? Cooper Kupp did it on the same offense. People don't be thinking. McVay know what he doing. Bro, Titans be looking so pathetic. When I look at a Raven roster, an Eagle roster, when I look at LaFleur was in Tennessee, when I look at Mike Vrabel, I just look and say, man, every every team in the NFL got a piece of the Titans, and that person is very effective. Like, back to my point. Adoree Jackson is starting for the Eagles. The Eagles are undefeated up until this crazy ending that they had against the Broncos. Adoree Jackson, the Titans probably could have gave him $10 million and he would have stayed. Think about all the corners they've paid, and they drafted Caleb Farley, and he didn't play. Caleb Farley didn't play 5 games in the time that we could have just paid Adoree Jackson and spent that draft pick elsewhere. Because the reality is, how many cornerbacks have the Titans had better than Adoree Jackson since he left? Adoree Jackson is not Deion. But I'm saying, how many cornerbacks are better than Adoree Jackson that the Titans have drafted? Then you give Cheeto, they gave Cheeto $13 million a year to cut him so he could play on the Ravens, and then you give Snead $90 million. Now Snead is starting to come around, but I mean, Snead's played what, 5 or 6, 7 games in 2 years. Yo, my dog Javon James with the year and 2 months, man. Let me go and add that to the total, man. I appreciate you, brother. But make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms, not just the book, because I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And there are benefits to all those different platforms. 17 game season, 18 weeks, 17 games. It's a long season, VR. Shockey too. He's a nice budget. He's a good run blocker too. First 2K receiver. Cooper Kupp had the triple crown. Jamar Chase had the triple crown. I don't even look at stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cooper Kupp got it and they won the Super Bowl. It's a little bit more meaningful. About to get cigarette ready for the Raiders and Titans game. I don't even smoke. Then don't stress yourself out about 2 1-4 teams playing. See, the Titans don't lose the season against the Raiders, and the Raiders don't lose the season against the Titans. But guess what? If the Titans lose to the Raiders and then Mike Vrabel comes in and puts the belt on us next week, everybody getting fired. Amy is not going to be able to nobody getting through their press conference the week after if we lose in Las Vegas and then fly home and Mike Vrabel come put belt on us. Back, come off IR. 49ers match up against the Bucks. That's a good game. Like, bro, I like the Buccaneers. I'm sorry. Like, whether they got people, Mike Evans is out or not, that Emeka Egbuka has been dunked. I told y'all in preseason he was dunking on every cornerback we had. I said he's gonna be a problem. I forgot who it was that said in my post when I said I like to have Ruben Bain and Jeremy Bernard, and they said they like Tate off. I'm not gonna trip on the Ohio State receiver coming to Nashville. Just not. Blues. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the purpose in drafting him, is to have a change of pace back. Y'all believe in Miles Sanders more than a rookie, and Miles Sanders been fumbled some big games already. Man, Baker Mayfield been playing that way ever since he left Cleveland. I've been told y'all Baker Mayfield best QB in the South ever since he left Cleveland, bro. People was arguing me up and down about Baker. I said, bro, Baker is Baker. Baker is him. But you gotta understand, when a first round talent get on the right set of coaches that know what to do, that put the right personnel, like, think Baker came in, it's Godwin, Mike Evans, they drafted some young tight ends, they got a bunch of running backs. Then what they do, they didn't stop bringing in wide receivers. Emeka Egbuka, you know what I'm saying? They start bringing in more people. Tired of losing? I'm so tired of being tired. You're a Raider fan. I'm a Titan fan. We're synonymous with losing, bro. Like, nobody cares if you're tired of losing. People still gonna come in and put belts on y'all. We're gonna beat the Bucks, hopefully. Indiana Jones and JT about to embarrass us. Bro, JT might win his second rushing title too. Bro, when he did that crazy run on us and he did that 1930s speakeasy dance, I was so hurt. I said he really just did the sinner's dance on us, bro. Like, bro, I was hurt. I said, man, this man, he did a throwback dance on us. Like, that took some real thought that he was gonna do that. Rookie balling. That's what you want to see. I'm so happy that this as a Titan fan, seeing Cedric Gray being top 5 in the league in tackles at a position that he had to win from James Williams in the preseason, that people thought that James Williams should start over him. Everybody thought it was going to be Cody Barton, and who's going to win between Cedric Gray and James Williams, or are they going to go out and get somebody in free agency? And then here comes Cedric Gray with 29 tackles in 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially after he got that penalty in that game that they called back the Tim DK's kick return. Then Tim DK, people question that pick, and he's leading the league in all-purpose yards and at the top of kick returns, even with a 70-yard punt return being called back. So you think about things that the Titans thought were going to be. Now this is how we do. Gunnar Helm turns into a dog that I thought he would be. Chig Okonkwo was getting the ball. Now you get to see his talent, the twin tight end sets that they was running, because the Titans don't have a lot of good receivers. Why not run twin tight end sets and get the backs involved? Tajay Spears comes back. Now this what the Titans will do. Titans will let Chig go. Titans will let, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of stuff the Titans do. I hope Omar Davis didn't play bad Sunday. He got dunked on by Marvin Harrison a couple times, but I'm interested to see his growth. Marcus Harris, Baker is going to be a special team and a depth guy. I don't think he gets past that, elevates past that. But if the Omar Davis experiment don't work, I wonder did the Titans take a shot at Woolen. At least JT knows across the line. Let it go. Let it go. Can't take it any. Everybody, chat, hashtag let it go. Becker, you gotta let that DeMarcado drop. Y'all got fined $100,000 and all kind of stuff. You gotta let it go, man. No, Geno Smith is 2 years, 75 million. The thing about the Geno deal is the Raiders can get out of Geno easy. Geno got like 60 something guaranteed. He got like 37.5 or something, like almost 40 million this year. They could eat part of it and deal him if they want. Problem is, when I said they should trade for Shedeur, people were like, they didn't want to draft. Like, no, Pete Carroll is a Hall of Fame coach, and he went and got his quarterback. He wanted Geno Smith. He didn't want to deal with a rookie out the gate. Now that Geno Smith has fell on his face, like the front office might can come in and tell Pete Carroll, hey, we want to move and get a young guy. We can get him cheap. You didn't have to draft him high. You could pick swap a 6th rounder and get Shedeur right now. I mean, Raiders fans think they have a bad defense with Max Crosby. I'm like, your quarterback has 9 interceptions and you got 2 lost fumbles. You're turning the ball over more than 2 times a game. How do you expect to win? You beat the Patriots. You lose by 9 to the Chargers, a 1-point game to the Bears. Like, you're losing by 1 possession and you're turning the ball over. Like, they got games where they lost by 3 or 7 and the quarterback got 3 interceptions. I don't expect to think that any defense can pitch a shutout when you're turning the ball over like that. The Colts game, they had 3 interceptions and a punt block. Like, 3 interceptions in a punt block don't mean you're going to win a game. Losses OC and still balling is a shot that hurts. Not a shot that hurts. It's just more of a, man, y'all talk about hurts as if the Eagles is like the Ravens or something right now. See, that's what I don't like. Y'all not being critical of Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, but the Eagles have 1 fluke loss and he's just like, yeah, they're not playing good. Well, I mean, they're coming off of a Super Bowl. A lot of teams' Super Bowl hangover is they don't make the playoffs next year. The Eagles are going to make the playoffs. They're probably going to win the division. Their offense just don't look good right now. You know what I'm saying? But they'll get it together. Spears or Pollard broke off a 72-yarder at 12 and gave it, like, it would be the most Titan thing that could happen. Like, we was up by 17 to the Bears last year. What did Will Levis do? We was up 10-0 to the Jets. What did Will Levis do? Bro, we got Tennessee Titans got a whole litany of things like that's that happened the last 2 years of people doing things like that. I mean, you seen the halftime ends to the Broncos game? where the 3 receivers all started blocking and nobody knew they were supposed to catch the pass, and we wound up giving up a touchdown before half. Like, Titans, you ain't never seen nobody go in motion and 3 people blocking. There's no receiver on the screen pass. Like, Titans called 2 timeouts and get a delay of game and get a field goal block against the Colts and give up points. Like, I mean, Titans know how to have a disaster and a meltdown. Usually we on the receiving end of the L's. Y'all just happen to like do the Tennessee Titan type of thing worse than us. He said every time Hurts lose an OC, he don't look the same. Dak then had 4 different OCs in the top offense. Okay, and what does Dak do in the playoffs? Like, that's the point y'all got. Like, this is the first month of the season. If we get into late October and November and the Eagles get their offense figured out, the Cowboys still ain't gonna make the playoffs, regardless of whatever Dak Prescott do this year. Like, the Buccaneers are gonna win the NFC South again, and that's cool. But the Eagles have a Super Bowl. Like, if the Buccaneers don't win a Super Bowl, like, who cares that the Buccaneers offense looks good in August and September? It's a long season. It's 18 weeks. It's 17 games. Like, it's called figuring it out. But guess what? The Eagles are winning these ugly games. Let me teach you how to vibe. So at the end of the day, they playing close and winning ugly games. What happened when the Eagles offense start clicking a month from now, 6 weeks from now? They'll be blowing teams out. They was blowing the Broncos out and just took their foot off the gas. I think Sunday was more them taking their foot off the gas and not being able to put it back on a team that's got Surtain and one of the best edges in defense in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. I feel like the Eagles this Sunday was more taking their foot off the gas, and when they tried to get back on the same page, they missed on some deep balls. But I mean, Hap, you a Cowboy fan, so everything you say about the Eagles is like, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't put like no level of seriousness to it. See how I talk about the Jags and the Colts and I give them their props and their credit, and I talk about the Texans and I give them their props and their credit? Y'all people that are fans of other teams have a very, 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 very difficult time giving props to the other teams in y'all division instead of just being like 50% just like, yeah, it's biased. I don't want them to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no mention of me saying nothing bad. Like, I'll be critical of other teams in the division, but I'm like, the Texans don't have an offensive line. That's why they struggle. And Joe Mixon was out. Yeah, I'm honest. Packers suck. I mean, y'all inconsistent though, Reggie. Like, y'all, the Packers got talent. They just inconsistent. And then like Christian Watson is hurt. Y'all dudes be staying hurt, coming back, coming in and out. Jordan Love, you don't know if he's Brett Favre or Trey Lance week to week. The Packers gotta commit to running the football. When y'all get in that ground and pound with Josh Jacobs, like, y'all be a different team. Like, y'all get to trying to get too cute, mess around the tie. I couldn't understand for the life of me when the Packers played the Cowboys why the Packers was going so slow. I'm on stream watching. I'm like, why is they moving so slow? Like, why is the Packers like playing like they got 20 minutes on the clock? It's like 2 minutes left. Bro, y'all almost let the time run out and not even get the field goal. Y'all out Titans the Titans. It said the NFC East have never had a repeat winner, but we will see. I can't stand the Niners, Rams, Seahawks, but I can admit they all three playing some great football right now. But preseason, what I say about y'all division, I said I feel like the Rams is the best team. I said the 49ers, I trust them more than the Seahawks and the Cardinals. But I got to see what the Seahawks and Cardinals are going to do, because Seahawks had a lot of moving parts. They have seemed to navigate past that early on. And the Cardinals could be 5-0, but they're not. Like, they lose, they just implode every game. But that's to my point about when you talk about the Eagles. The Cardinals should be undefeated, but the Cardinals implode. But is it they implode or they just haven't figured out how to win and finish games. Like that is a skill of finishing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a skill. I think people don't. The Rams didn't finish against the Niners. You fumble the ball on the goal line and then you run. You got a Hall of Fame quarterback and the number one receiver in the league with Devontae Adams, and you run an inside handoff on 4th and 1. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta finish, man. Put the ball in Matt Stafford's hand and see what happens. Y'all wasted so much time, Reggie. You said Packers secondary not good like they talk. Cowboys and Green Bay game wasn't for for Vegas. Arizona haven't really been relevant to me to not be able to stand them. Jags looking decent. Jags got talent. I still trust the Colts slightly more than the Jags, but the Jags got talent. And Liam, I want to see how he coached the rest of this season. Like if it ain't just like a flash in the pan. But I said preseason, the Jags would go as far as Sunshine would stay upright. And Sunshine tripped on his own feet and got up 3 times and stumbled and failed and scored a touchdown because Chris Jones gave up. But you know what I'm saying? Like, can the Jags sustain this? I think the Colts have a better chance of sustaining what they got than the Jags, but I still see the Jags as a playoff team. Chargers is a team that I like early on, but lose Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt and Amarion Hampton and Najee Harris. Like, I don't think the Chargers can recover. I think the Broncos pulling that win off versus the Eagles, it'll be the Chiefs and the Broncos in the West. Chargers just unfortunate. I like the Chargers too, bringing Keenan Allen back, putting him in the slot with finally getting Quinn Johnson to play, and Lab McConkey is a dog. Ooh, I forgot Bruce Arians left Arizona.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Ooh, I forgot y'all had Bruce Arians. Colts offense better and Jags defense better, so it's even. I don't see the Jags defense being, bro. The Colts traditionally, the Colts defense been better than the Jags. They have DeForest Buckner and Zaire Franklin. You cannot run on them. And they got Shavarius Ward. They snuck and got him, and Kenny Moore. They got, like, the Colts have as good a defense as the Jags. You just look at the Jags and see a couple players that look athletic, but overall, like in the last decade, the Colts defense, even now, is like, bro, they was winning games with Flacco and Gardner Minshew. Like they got a defense. You think Baltimore gonna be okay? No. Baltimore in trouble, man. Like, they can come back. They can come back and make it in the playoffs, but the way they play, they was playing around with their food and lost to the Bills. And I think it did something to them. Like, if they would have won that game, like, the Ravens would be on a different trajectory. But they lost that game, and then it went from them looking so good on opening night to, like, now they got injuries to deal with to Lamar. And I don't think a Harbaugh is a great situational coach. I think they win despite Harbaugh a lot of times. My boy Becker went all the way back to 14. Whew, times is hard. Hey, Becker, man, times is hard. We going back to 2014, man. It ain't nothing to break up, though. The Ravens don't have nothing to break up. They traded Odafe away, which I was like, ooh, Titans could have got Odafe away. He got sent to the Chargers, so that had to be something between brothers. But, I mean, Kyle Hamilton is young. They just drafted Malachi Starks at the other safety. I mean, most of their guys are young. Matabuke is out for the season. The tight end, Isaiah Likely being hurt. You got Derrick Henry. I mean, all the receivers outside of Zay Flowers are forgettable. So it's not nothing to break up. It's all I got is my memories. Ravens defense with you 4-1. Bring me your iPad and I'll put it on. Lamar been there 10 years. Seem like it might be time. Nah. Lamar and Josh might win Super Bowls on another team. I don't think those teams will let them go. Odafio Way would have been good for the Titans. Chris Jones wiping his socials coming off Andy Reid criticized there for last play. Are we finally seeing the crack in the Chiefs' armor? I mean, the Chiefs boat is put together with glue. The Chiefs boat is put together with glue. I mean, he should have been criticized. He gave up on the play. And him wiping his socials may have been him saying, I don't want to feed into this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, it could have been that. Bro, why is Malcolm Butler LTD? MacBees. Yo, they give us nothing but LTDs, bro. We got MacBees, though. Why is all the Titans LTDs, man? Jeffrey Simmons, Harold Landry, MacBees. Cowboys defense is trash. Mike Phelps, Tyler Sage. What up? Bro, if Pittsburgh fumbled this division, they got like bro, the red carpet is there. If Pittsburgh fumbled this would be one of the biggest fumbles of all time. Like Joe Burrow and Lamar both hurt. The Browns is browning. If y'all can't run away with this, if the Steelers can't run away with this, then they really just need Aaron Rodgers to stay healthy the rest of the year. Titan fans apparently have to suffer a 5'11" corner and he's an LTD. It's okay. Exactly. Like why are y'all reading social media stuff anyways? Can y'all imagine a Tennessee Titan player looking at his Twitter or looking at his Facebook and seeing me trolling and then like get mad? Like that's funny, bro. Like that's seriously funny if there's actually Tennessee Titan players out there that's reading my Facebook post that's like changing their outlook on their lives. And they're millionaires. Multi-millionaires, bro. That would be a serious joke. That's a next level joke. What I think he's looking for perspective. I see a lot of people walk them off the ledge because he's saying that because they forcing you to go to certain TTs with LTDs and stuff. But some dude told him, like, for the other 99.9% of players, we like our TTs. We just don't like all teams Kim's players. All teams Kim's players are hurting the TTs and making it like that, not the actual TTs. So like case in point, like team players already have multiple teams they play for, right? So when you look and say a right tackle, a tight end, a wide receiver, a bunch of wide receivers, the crystal players, Cam Ward, Kyle Hamilton, Fred Warner, Ted Hendricks, St. Juice, people that can go buy all these all-team Kim players and just load up a team full of like Akeem Talib, Carlton Davis, Sertan. Like, you can just load up a team with a bunch of all-teams Kim's players and get 50. See, it was better when you had to sacrifice, like, okay, I'll get Raiders, but I don't. Kyle Hamilton only worked on the Ravens. Like, Mimbo only work on the Jets. Now you can get a 90 overall right tackle, he just won't be TT. It makes you sacrifice. Arch Manning on the Jets. Oh yeah, hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's tough. Social media making people soft. Yeah, I mean, people have to. Nah, bro. Y'all see when people troll me, I be like, y'all have a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna sit here and argue with nobody on the internet, bro.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Well, I told y'all Arch Manning wasn't even gonna have a good as career as didn't I tell y'all Arch Manning wouldn't have a good career as Quinn Ewers? Y'all was looking at me crazy. Told you. Told you. Told you. Oh my God. Come on, man. If y'all on Facebook, y'all on YouTube, tap in the Kick It Twitch. We about to cut the music on. We about to do the late night thing with the gaming. So if y'all want to tap in, y'all got to tap in on Kick or Twitch.